Alright, we haven't really given you much of an update since the motel. Yesterday we explored a little bit around Fort Collins, went to the shop to have them look at the door cables. As of now, it won't be fixed until Monday, and today's Thursday, so we're heading towards an area called the Red Feather Lakes in Colorado to this really cool campground for 3 nights. That's the longest we've stayed at a campground.
Yeah.
Would be 3 nights, so yeah. That's what we're doing now. I have to unplug the electric, I just realized.
Oh,
could have drove off with the extension cord plugged in. Would have been a bad time.
Yeah, no. It is definitely much cooler.
Well, we have made it to our campsite. I forget even where we are. It's called Canyonside Campground, but what town are we in? Or
I think this is theoretically considered rustic.
yeah, rustic.
But it's outside of Bellevue, I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, and it's also not far from Red Feather Lakes. So we just got set up. It's pretty freaking sweet here. Cool little operation they got going on. We're just gonna continue to set up, and there's a cool river across the street. Maybe we'll go take a dip.
Yeah.
Go check it out. But yeah, it's pretty sweet so far. All right, hello from Canyonside Campground. Been here for what, 2 days?
Yep.
We still have tonight. We're gonna go check out the canyon a little bit. Yesterday we just kind of didn't do a whole lot. We just hung out. We had food still in the cooler, so we kept the van plugged in pretty much the whole time. But now we're gonna go drive down the canyon basically and see what we can get into. We're gonna run across the street here to this little country store to grab some water and see. Unfortunately, this area is like, I think, Colorado's second largest wildfire that came through 2 years ago. So there's been a lot of flash floods and stuff like that. So when it rains, I guess the locals get a little worried, because a couple weeks ago, actually, 2 people died, a mother and a daughter, while they were camping. So it can be super dangerous, but we're just gonna go drive along the road and stop at some of the pull-offs and check things out, maybe fly the drone and see what we get into today. Anything you'd like to add?
No, I'm just excited to sightsee.
That's it?
Yep.
All right.
Check it out.
We just stopped at this nice little pull-off. A lot of this area is truly just devastating because of the wildfire, but there'll be these little sections where the wildfire maybe didn't hit, and you'll see some patches of green. So we pulled over on the side of the road at Poudre Falls. It looks absolutely epic. I'm breaking out the drone right now. Michaela's out there, and we're gonna show you guys the falls and try to film some really cool drone stuff. This little area is where we're gonna get our water from. Gonna filter it out right now and fill up these jugs. Got 1 gallon jugs and a 1 gallon bag. So.
And not to mention the trading post across the street, it's like $3.99
for a gallon
of water.
So we're just gonna fill up. This was about 30 bucks. And this should save us money. And it should be really good tasting water, honestly. And it'll be nice and cold.
Yeah.
All right, we are filtering that H2O, baby. Takes a little while, but we're gonna get her filled up one way or another.
Okay, and the instructions are going away, so.
Oh yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Gotta get some more H2O. It's gonna be nice and crispy. Both gallons are complete. Some fresh water. I don't know if this is a spring that feeds into this reservoir or if it's snow melt from up there. Either way, it should be pretty good water, nice and cold.
Clear.
It's clear, but it looks like a storm may be brewing, so we're gonna see what happens. Might head back. It's just absolutely beautiful out here. Honestly, it's crazy to see like all these char trees and then a lot of lush green grass, like things are regrowing. All these wildflowers and whatnot, but yeah, cool little spot to get water. Well, Michaela hooked me up with that fresh haircut. and now it's raining. And kind of some of the surrounding areas have like severe flash flood warnings. So now it's raining here. We have to keep an eye on everything just to be sure, but it seems like we're okay. I just checked and it said this area was good. So I think we're just gonna go. Last night we finally watched the first episode of Stranger Things season 4. Maybe that's what we'll do right now because I don't know, it like rains here for 10-15 minutes, then the sun's out, and then there's thunder and the sun's out, and then the stars are out, then they're not. It's hard to predict, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully the sun will come back out closer to dinner time. And all right, we're leaving good old Poudre Canyon, and we are heading to a place called Vern's to get a little brunch, a little late breakfast. It's apparently the one guy there, the campground host, Lee, who was absolutely awesome, recommended going to this place if we wanted a good backcountry dining experience. So that's what Michaela and I opted for, and we're heading there now. And then tonight we're staying on a veggie farm called Pondy Mountain Produce. This guy has a little, basically a little produce farm where he allows vans to stay for short periods of time. So we're just doing tonight because the door cables in the van are getting fixed on Monday, which is tomorrow. So we're gonna be staying there. It's like 25 bucks a night. I don't think there's any hookup. You just kind of post up, no tents, vans only. Pretty exciting. What do you think about it, Michaela?
I'm excited. I hope we get some veggies by him. I forget his name, Matt,
yeah, his name's Matt.
And I'm really excited for breakfast because Lee kept talking about cinnamon rolls.
Said they're huge.
And I love cinnamon rolls. So we'll see. We'll see what we get.
And he also,
it's really cute.
Yeah. So we're on our way to the REI in Fort Collins to return and hopefully exchange our stove because the one burner won't ignite. The little igniter isn't working for some reason. So you have to use a lighter, and we're just not trying to do that. This thing was like $210, right?
Yeah, it was expensive.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap. So, and it works. And the cast iron also cracked, which is just like super annoying. So we're gonna see, hopefully, apparently REI's exchange policy is pretty good. We've never used it, so we're about to find out. And Michaela's driving.
For the first time in 24 days.
Yep, doing great. Update, Michaela got a coloring book at REI. Got a sticker of the Poudre River Canyon because we would have no proof with none of the photos and videos that we were there. Stick on the van, and we got a cheaper.
We got a cheaper stove, which we didn't really need the cast iron.
It was it just was cast iron.
It was like cast iron plates, so we didn't really need them.
Yeah, and they cracked, and it didn't even matter because we used it a few times.
Yeah, and we saved $60.
Well, yeah, that was that was $220. We got $220 back, and that thing was $100. This new one.
Oh, I thought it was like $150.
No, it was $100.
Shoot. Really
and then I got this hat. Got a new hat, sticker thing, and then we're using the leftover money to just gas or whatever. All right, well, we did make it to Pondy Mountain Produce, and it's ironically where we've been all weekend. It's at the start of the road, Poudre Canyon Road, I believe, and literally it's like a mile in, so it's just kind of funny that we were literally here all weekend, drove through it today.
But this
ended
is
up circling through like 3 times. Yeah, this is just right off of it though. We're about a mile off of the road. And it's just a really simple little
where was he saying got hit by lightning? This lightning?
Yeah, so
right here?
no. Look back there. You'll see Char Mountain. Like see like the nice golden grass, and then right beyond that everything's black.
Oh wow.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you're able to see. I'll try to zoom or something, but
last night
lightning hit. And when I said about the flash floods, thankfully we didn't have anything there besides some lightning. And then I even said to her, that's kind of scary, like considering lightning's probably the worst threat. And he just said last night that was on fire for like about an hour or so. So pretty crazy. So yeah, we're just getting set up. We're adding a new sticker to the collection as well.
Because we've been in the Poudre for days now.
Yeah, we're back again.
Where'd we say? Right here?
Yeah.
It's actually a perfect like representation of what we've been looking at the last
Yeah,
few days.
literally.